fortune has been built from two companies. Brothers Ernest and Julio Gallo founded the world's largest winemaker in Modesto, California. Their brother Joseph assisted with the family business until he opened his first dairy and began selling Joseph Farms cheese. His children currently run Joseph Farms, while the descendants of Ernest and Julio run E&J Gallo Winery, which generated $4 billion in revenue in 2020. The Rollins family's wealth comes from the pest control company Rollins Inc., which generated over $2 billion in sales in 2022. In 1948, John and Orville Rollins founded the company when they bought several local radio stations. The company got into the bug-killing business in 1964, when it acquired Orkin for $62 million. As of 2020, the Goldman family's wealth comes from real estate. As of 2016, they owned 400-plus properties in New York City, and the family currently owns a 17% stake in the World Trade Center developments. Saul Goldman began Salil Management when he began buying foreclosed properties at bargain prices in the 1950s. Today, his daughter Jane Goldman runs the company. As of 2020, she and her siblings each owned 25% of the company, with assets worth an estimated $12 billion. Number 22. Net worth, $14 billion. Source of wealth, Stryker Corp. Homer Stryker founded medical equipment company Stryker Corp. His grandchildren, siblings Pat, John, and Rhonda, each inherited a stake in the company, which generated over $18 billion in sales in 2022. Rhonda is the only sibling to serve on the board. All three are philanthropists and have donated at least $855 million collectively to various causes and foundations. Number 21. Net worth, $14.2 billion. Source of wealth, Chick-fil-A. Samuel Truett Cathy founded the fast food chain Chick-fil-A in 1967. Since then, the family-owned business has remained in the hands of second- and third-generation family members. In 2021, Andrew Truett Cathy, the founder's grandson, took over as CEO from his father, Dan. As of 2022, Samuel Truett Cathy's sons, Dan and Bubba, each had a net worth of $6.6 billion, per Forbes. The Cathy family has generated controversy for donating over $1 million to anti-LGBTQ+ causes. Number 20. The Dorrance family. Net worth, $15 billion. Source of wealth, Campbell Soup Company. An estimated 11 members of the Dorrance family own more than 50% of Campbell's Soup. John T. Dorrance invented the process for condensing soup in the late 1800s. Today, the company owns more than soup, including the brands V8, Pepperidge Farm, and Snyder's, generating more than $8 billion in annual revenue. At least 3 of Dorrance's descendants are board members. Ziff Jr. sold the magazine publisher his father created, Ziff Davis Inc., which published PC Magazine, for $1.4 billion in 1994. His sons, Daniel, Robert, and Dirk, grew their inheritance through Ziff Brothers Investments and reportedly invested some of their billions with managers who used to work at their hedge funds. The brothers own several homes in Aspen and have put their money toward philanthropic efforts. Number 18. The Hunt family. Net worth, $15.5 billion. Source of wealth, Hunt Oil Company. H.L. Hunt laid the foundation for his family's fortune with Hunt Oil Company. His many heirs, he had 14 children, command several fortunes, from Hunt Oil and Petro Hunt to Rosewood Hotels and Resorts. His children spend their billions on real estate, like the 6 million square foot underground business park Subtropolis, and sports teams. The Hunt family owns the Kansas City Chiefs, which won its 3rd Super Bowl earlier this year, and they have a minority stake in the Chicago Bulls. Forbes valued the team to be worth $3.7 billion. Number 17. The DuPont family. Net worth, $16 billion. Source of wealth, DuPont. The DuPont fortune is one of the oldest and most widely shared fortunes on this list. Chemicals giant DuPont was founded in 1802 as a gunpowder manufacturer. Over time, it evolved into producing everything from dynamite to plastics and invented nylon and Teflon.